Hello guys, it's Chunker here doing another video. This is an unlisted video, but it is video game pickups number 20, so finally hitting number 20. I mean, I made 16 of them in like barely more than a year, and then it's been like a decade since then, but hey, brought them back. So this is the first small scale episode since I want to say August of 2015 when I did video game pickups 15, because 16 was a few months after that, and with how much I was collecting at the time, there was a ton of stuff to go over. And then, I mean, 17 and 18 were both just very, very late, and 19 also had multiple different years of stuff to go over. So this one is a smaller one. This is just stuff I've gotten over the past few months. And that's actually how I want to do this now. I want to do them every few months, to where I can just talk about some new stuff. Not much, just whenever I think I have a few games I want to show. But yeah, first up here we have a console. I didn't get the whole thing because I don't like messing with my setup when I don't have to, but of course I have the Switch 2, so I mean I just have the tablet here because again the dock is in my other room and that's all like set up to other stuff. But yeah, Switch 2. I didn't get this on launch day, unfortunately. I got it a couple days later because I ordered it pretty late, and yeah, I didn't get here right away, but I still got it relatively quickly. And also I did get, of course, the controller, but I did get the bundle, unfortunately. I was not going for the bundle, so I still have to buy Mario Kart World physically. I have it on my Switch, but yeah, I do want to get it physically at some point. Obviously I do collect physical games, otherwise I wouldn't make videos like this, so definitely a bit unfortunate for me, but I'll try and get that pretty soon, hopefully. Moving on to the games, though, first up we have Donkey Kong Bonanza, a really great game. I have beaten this. I haven't played the DLC, though. I don't really want to pay 20 bucks for it from what it looks like, but the game itself is genuinely amazing, so very glad to have this. Yeah, it's a really good game, so. We're going to Switch 1 stuff. We have Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I haven't played this yet, but I do want to play it very soon. Yeah, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, the first kind of big 3D Kirby game. Very excited for this one. Kind of a year for, I think, Kirby and Donkey Kong for me, which that'll be a theme here. Obviously, Bonanza coming out was huge. It's Bonanza, the first big 3D Donkey Kong since 64, so. And this year we have Kirby Air Raiders 2, or no, Kirby Air Raiders, a sequel to Kirby Air Raiders, basically a Kirby Air Raid 2. I mixed that up, anyway. But that's one of my most wanted games forever, especially something that I just thought never would happen, and now it happened. So for me, Kirby has been big this year, so I do want to play this. Anyway, the other Switch 1 game that I've gotten recently is Undertale. This is the Collector's Edition. I'm not going to go into this because I've already done like a whole video on this, so yeah, I guess I should also probably open up the cases since I'm here. But you can see that, and then also Kirby. Undertale, again, I have a whole video on that, so I think that one's fair to not really go into, but yeah, I have the cartridge here, and there's everything, so yeah, really cool. Glad to have these. I did play Undertale a couple months ago for the first time ever, which was very cool, very good game, so yeah, honestly, glad to have the collector's edition. I always like kind of those bigger things, especially from like my anime stuff. I always like the kind of box sets, so getting something like that for video games is really cool as well. And now we actually move on from the kind of modern stuff to some older stuff. So for context, I have not gotten anything pre like Gen 8 gaming since 2018 up until last week. So it had been a long time, but I got a few things. So first up here, I did get Donkey Kong Country Returns. Again, big Donkey Kong year. I really wanted Country Returns just because, well, it's another Donkey Kong game. Maybe I'll run through all the Country games at some point. We'll see. But yeah, very cool to see everything. Have the manual and everything. There's a lot of things in here, but there's a disc. But let's see. We got kind of just this pamphlet with Galaxy 2 and some other games here. Back when Galaxy 2 was a fair price, but anyway. Also, Club Nintendo. Remember that? I do. Miss that. And then also, yeah, we have the very large manual. Again, remember those? I sure do. Yeah, this is in color and everything. It's a large manual. I really do miss those a lot. I wish we sold manuals, but yeah. So yeah, cool to get Donkey Kong Country Returns. Very good game. So anyway, and I have two other games here, and these are both SNES games. I have not gotten anything SNES in a very long time, so first up we have Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy Kong's Quest, so that's really cool. Really nice condition on this cartridge as well. I was pretty specific on what I was getting, and yeah, this one is like generally pretty good. I don't have many problems here, so very nice. And yeah, this is also the last country game I needed. Throughout the other DM Pickups videos I've done, I have gotten things like Country and Country 3. Also, I think before I even did these, I got Tropical Freeze as well, and also 64, I guess, if you want to count that. I got during kind of the video game pickups era, but I just never got Country 2 for some reason, or Country Returns, so I finally got them kind of to celebrate Bonanza's release, and I feel like I have a lot of the main things I want. Yes, I know like, there's like Donkey Konga or like the land games, but I'll get those eventually probably, so just glad to have this. And the other game, and the last game I have here is Kirby Superstar. I actually played this game on Switch Online earlier in the year. Actually not that early in the year, it was like July, but a couple months ago at this point. But anyway, really great game. I was sleeping on it, so this game's a little bit more expensive, but not like horrible. So it's it was around like what, $60 I think. The other games were pretty cheap. Well, I mean the other games like MSRP because it's, you know, Switch too, but like this and this were like, I don't know, like 20 a piece. I think Returns was actually a bit less, like 15. This was like 60 though, because yeah, it is a bit more expensive, but I did really want it in my collection, so that's fine by me. But great game. I just want to have the physical of it because I did like this game a lot. Also, a pretty solid shape as well, which is always nice. So yeah, I do have Kirby Superstar now. So kind of something I feel like I was sleeping on again because I hadn't really played any Kirby games beyond Air Ride, and yeah, I want to play some more now, which is why I got Forgotten Land. I also do want to get like Kirby's Return to Dreamland at some point, hopefully soon. But yeah, I probably will do like a Blaze Talks video on video game collecting at some point, maybe late this month, maybe next month. Talk about some of the games I do want to get and what I can hope to get from these like next like, video game pickup videos that I do, since I want to make them at least semi-frequently, like maybe at least a couple a year, if not more, but at least like maybe 2 or so. That'd be nice. Again, just something I want to get, but as I used to do, let's go ahead and actually try to make a little collage, I guess you'd say, of stuff here. So, see, we got Switch 2, put that kind of there in the corner. Gonna put the controller above that. Let's see, let's put Bonanza as well, since that's Switch 2. And then after that, Undertale is kind of giant. That is going there, I guess. I don't think I'm gonna have enough space for this stuff, actually. Okay, I'm actually gonna move the tablet because it's kind of just there. We'll just have the controller to represent that. That will probably work better, I think. So let's get that a little lower. That can come down. That goes there. Put this like here. Then Returns. That is going there. It doesn't look good at all, but this is the best I could do. So this is going to have to move up actually a little bit, so... Alright, got that. That's this. That's really bad. I mean... It works. Yes, not everything is really fitting out here in the slightest, but... this is the best I can do with my space given, so there you go, I guess, and that's really reflecting in an annoying way. I don't like that, but, yeah, I'll just, like, prop that up, I guess, myself. But anyway, so yeah, Video Pickups is back, and I do these more often. This is probably closer to the scale I want them to be, where, you know, not probably not a console every time anymore. That was back in the day when I was getting a lot of retro consoles, but I have most of them now, so who cares? But in terms of games, a few games, nothing crazy. Talk about them a bit, and yeah, that's all I have to say. So hopefully these are going to be a bit more frequent. Maybe I'll do one end of the year, start of next year again. That'd be cool. But anyways, that's all I have to say. So thanks for watching, and bye bye.